Golfers, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to talk about 3 issues I see with people who struggle generally with contact point with their irons and also low point control. If you're somebody that gets a little bit too shallow with their irons, the tendency is the club's going to collide with the ground before impact. Somebody that gets a little bit too steep, the consensus is the club's going to collide with the ground after impact. So it's important to find the middle ground. The more loft you've got, the more the club's going to collide with the ground slightly to the left of the golf ball after impact. The less loft you've got, the low point is going to be relatively flat to where the golf ball is located. So in today's video, we're going to illustrate and justify 3 simple things that you can implement within your practice that's going to help you develop your technique and also evolve your ball striking. 3 simple issues I see when people are hitting iron shots, and it's the lack of control where the club hits the ground, it's the lack of transfer of weight towards their left foot, and it's the breakdown in their arms and body through impact. If you were to visualise the middle of my stance as like a baseline point where we want to place pitching wedge, 9 iron, 8 iron, 7 iron, anything further back, the tendency is it's going to move the path a little bit too far to the right. The middle of the stance is the furthest back that we're going to place the golf ball at this moment in time. Position gets a little bit too far forward. From there, we see a lot of golfers who stand too wide. So you've got issue number 1, ball position being a little bit too far forward off the inside of the left heel, a little bit too much tilt behind the golf ball. So if you look at the middle of my sternum, where my right shoulder drops significantly compared to my left shoulder, if I transfer my weight into the backswing, my weight transfers significantly too far behind the golf. But then what happens is they don't have enough time to try and transfer the weight back into the left side. A lot of golfers who do not get their right shoulder to cover the golf ball enough on the way through. That right shoulder covering the golf ball is an automatic move that's going to allow you to get your weight a little bit more into your front side. It's going to allow you to create that kind of ball turf contact that everyone wants to achieve, but we need to organise everything in the correct parts to start off with. If I've got too much tilt away from the target, as in terms of my right shoulder gets too low, left shoulder gets too high, as you can see from there, that club head's gradually going to start to hit my left leg. As you can see from there, the club head is going to hit my left leg. So that's a good gauge to look at and also a good gauge to work from if you're struggling with upper body spine tilt away from the target. My sternum lines up with the middle of my pelvis. Weight towards my left foot, that club head's going to hit your right leg. So find the middle ground. If your weight's too far behind the golf ball, club head will hit your left foot. If I've got too much weight in front of the golf ball, the club will hit right leg. So find the middle ground, make sure the club stays in the middle of your stance. Number 1, making sure your sternum is in the middle of your stance. Checkpoint number 2 is making sure the ball is in a suitable position that's going to help you achieve a little bit more success. The thing I say to any golfer is control the controllable. So what do I mean by that? People who struggle with golf don't prepare in the right manner that's going to help them achieve the most success when hitting any golf shot. Pins hanging off the edge of the right hand side of the green. Many people will try and go straight for that pin, a 30-foot gap to the left of the pin. You want to aim to the left-hand side of that target. Give yourself the biggest margin for error, aim to the left-hand side of the green. Hit the shot that you know you can hit 7 out of 10 times. Don't get your stance a little bit too wide. Start with your feet together. You're going to move your left foot forward, your right foot back, so your feet are shoulder width apart. Ball position is in the middle of your stance. That's a good baseline target. Right knee slides too much outside your right foot. All I want you to do is you're going to grip halfway down the golf club. Like from here, by the time your left arm gets parallel to the ground, you're going to start tapping your left foot. As I start down, I'm going to feel like I tap my left foot. Sway too much behind the golf ball where your right knee gets too far outside your right foot. The left foot is going to allow me to keep my left foot on the ground. It's also going to allow me to transfer my weight into my left side a little bit earlier. Left arm to the top of the backswing. If you sway, just feel like you're tapping your left foot. Really grip down the club, swing the club to the top. Before my left arm gets parallel to the ground, just tap your left foot. From there, as I tap my left foot, I should feel like my hips have started to open up. Tap my left foot, all my pressure feels like it's moving into my left side a little bit earlier by the time I finish my backswing. But that feeling of tapping my left foot is already going to allow my body to start opening up. So my lower body is going to start opening up a little bit earlier. My weight's going to transfer a little bit more to my left side. Way too much away from the golf ball, and from there, we get a position where my right shoulder's too low, my weight's behind the golf ball. We're going to set up to the golf ball. We're going to start with our feet together. We're going to move our left foot forward, right foot back. So my feet should be shoulder width apart. Gradually flare my feet. If it's at 10 o'clock, my right foot's at 2 o'clock. That's going to allow my knees, my hips and my rib cage to open up a little bit better and start to rotate a bit more in the backswing. And then in the follow through, my sternum is more in line with my pelvis. I've not got too much tilt forward or backwards. My chest is pretty much in line with my belt buckle. Grip end of the club's going a little bit more towards my left foot. As I get to the top of the backswing, still feeling like my sternum stays on the inside of my right foot. Don't get your chest too much behind your right foot. Right knee more over the middle of your right foot. Before I finish my backswing, I start to tap my left foot into the ground. As I start to tap my left foot, all my pressure's moving into my left side. This is more on top of the golf ball. Shoulder, right hip and right knee come through the golf ball. That is a great feeling. It's going to allow you to transfer weight a little bit more into your left side. Great feelings. Try and get your right shoulder to cover the golf ball, and then try and get right knee closer to left. Right shoulder to feel like it covers the golf ball a little bit more. So right shoulder covering the golf ball. My chest is going to open up a little bit more. Right knee closer to left knee. And if you're doing this correctly, all your weight should feel like it's on your left side. Your left leg should feel really heavy. Shoulder and right knee past the golf ball, that's a great feeling. Try and get your right knee to move ahead of your ankle, right knee to move ahead of your right ankle, moving closer to left knee, and then right shoulder to cover the golf ball. Feel like all your weight's on your left side, chest is opening up so it faces the target, and all your weight should feel like it's 100% into your left side, and that's going to allow you to take a small divot after impact, address into impact. How does that look? Right knees move close to left knee, all my weight stacked on my left side. Guys, there's a few ideas regarding iron play. If you've got any thoughts, any questions regarding that video, if there's anything you'd like to see on my channel in future videos over the coming weeks, please feel free to comment below. I offer online lessons via the Skillist online coaching platform, or in-person lessons here at Glenberry Golf Club in Scotland. If you want any more information regarding that, please feel free to get in touch. I'll send you all details attached below. If not, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. That would be much appreciated.